do a Walmart run. Need to make some groceries before I do a 34-hour reset. So I'm like, hey, let me try to find the closest Walmart that's closer to the freeway. Me personally, I don't like driving deep into, towns and stuff just to get to a Walmart. And I also try not to spend money in the truck stops. Every now and then I'll get McDonald's or Wendy's or whatever they have in there. Sometimes I'll get a burger off the little rack or something. But for the most part, I try to eat in the truck because my main goal out here is to make money and save it. It doesn't make any sense to be, making $1,000 a week or whatever you make a week just to be spending almost half that eating out. Because at one point I did eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner outside of the truck, meaning at a truck stop or maybe a restaurant. And man, it's just like every meal you buy, you buy, like for the fast food restaurants, if you're buying them out of the truck stops, they're costing on average about $10 a piece. Like, god dang. So when you do 3 meals a day at $10 a piece, you're spending $30 a day in just food. That's not including if you want to go buy snacks and stuff. If you go buy, if you're a person that need energy drinks to stay awoke or buy coffee and all that. If you're a person like that, then you're gonna be blowing money daily. Being here at VL, you're making top tier money for pretty much your experience that you bring to the table. But even then, man, I make a $3,000 paycheck. I'm trying to keep as much of that. As I can in my bank account. So I don't even want to be out here blowing my money and spending my money on that type of stuff. So I'm looking at the GPS right now. I am 9.3 miles away from making it to the truck stop. To the Walmart to make some groceries. So I guess we'll just talk and jibber jabber until we get there. So my last video, I did an unboxing and a semi setup of the OHREX GPS, OHREX GPS. So far, I technically would not recommend this GPS without it being updated. So opening it straight out the box and trying to put it to work, I would not recommend it because it seems like the maps are programmed to 2019. So they got construction everywhere, all over the place. And while I was driving, it was telling me I was going through restricted roads because the truck was too long, or it was saying even certain parts of the road, it was like, oh, for 50 feet of this road, the max weight is I think it was 17 tons or 26 tons. I'm just like, damn, that don't make any sense. So when I do the 4-week review on this GPS, I'm pretty much gonna say that. So as of right now, I'm still using my current GPS, which I use Trucker Pat. I believe I paid like $9.99 or $10.99 a month for it. My initial goal was to compare the two. So I was gonna have my GPS right here and the Trucker Path right here, and see, how the direction going to be. And yeah, as of right now, this GPS isn't what it should be. Like I said, I read the reviews on it before I even decided to get it, and it didn't say all this. One trick that I did do that might also work for the next person. So when I set the GPS up, I set it up under truck, which is what I drive. I drive a truck, 18-wheeler. So what I ended up doing was switching it over to bus. And it seems like when I switched it over to bus, that it actually starts giving me pretty much the correct route that I need to be taking. So I don't know how tall a bus is, but I'm pretty sure it's something I can probably look up in Google. But as of right now, so when I switched it over to bus compared to my Trucker Path, there's usually like a 5 to 10 mile difference on how far my destination is. But so far, as long as it gets me to the town and I can get my Trucker Path doing what I needed to do, hey, it is what it is until I can actually make it home and update this. So yeah, I don't don't know what's up with that, man. Like I said, I'll figure it out when the time comes. The good thing I will say about this truck that I'm in, it does have a built-in refrigerator. Like I said, I am planning to do a truck tour to pretty much just show you, hey, what's going on in here, how I live in here. Because I mean, for the most part, I pretty much still try to do 4 weeks at a time out over the road. I think I'm getting to the point to where OTR life may be coming to an end for me. My needs have not really changed. I just think that my experience, the more experience that I gain, the more I just don't want to work under a bigger company. And eventually you outgrow a company. I mean, it just, like I said, when I was with Schneider, people ask, oh, why'd you leave? I just outgrew them. Schneider treats you like a entry-level driver from once you start to even after you have 6 months experience to even after you have a year, 2, 3 years experience. You still get treated like an entry-level driver. I don't know why. Maybe it was just the branch that I worked out of. Not too sure. Like I said, I have worked for an owner op. I actually need to do a video on that because that was some funny shit, man. The dude, me and him was actually the same age, and yeah, I've never seen. I don't like to believe in the term of a hater, but I can tell you one thing that I've never experienced this type of hate before of working for somebody. And I guess this particular owner op was used to having people that just needed him. I was needed to borrow money and this and that. And like I said, I'm real good when it comes to managing my money. And so I just think he was used to having drivers that needed to borrow money, that's always asking, begging for this and that. And I wasn't like that, man. I was pretty much, give me my load and leave me alone. And I guess he was feeling that. He was pretty much trying to micromanage you, asking, how fast you going, where you at, and I mean, I'll get into that later. So let's talk about the Walmart, man. So when you're out over the road and you're going to go make groceries, a lot of people don't understand, but a lot of Walmarts are actually stopping truck drivers from parking there. And me personally, I'm a very clean person, or a pretty clean person, and I think drivers need to understand that it literally takes one driver to fuck it up for everybody. Just like the saying goes, all it takes is one apple to spoil the bunch. And that's literally how it is when you're in trucking as well. All it takes is one driver to fuck it up for everybody else. So if you are a driver who's obviously, I'm assuming you'll probably be OTR if you're going to go make groceries at a truck stop. I mean, go make groceries at a Walmart, and you're driving the truck, pulling up in your truck, more than likely you're probably an OTR. Man, you gotta leave these Walmarts clean, man. You can't, I mean, maybe the basket thing, I guess it's not that big of a deal, but I mean, it's still a big deal because, nobody really wants to be out here just cleaning up after people. Granted, Walmart, they do have a basket person, but I mean, you don't have to make their job harder than it already is. I mean, I've never worked at Walmart, so I don't know what their job pertains to, but I mean, my biggest thing comes with leaving the trash, man, or if you're using the restroom, whatever type of restroom you're using, you shouldn't be leaving that stuff on the ground.
Calculation.
You shouldn't be.
Right.
You shouldn't be leaving that stuff on the ground.
600 feet, keep right.
West, boat 14 west.
Easy pass only.
After 700 feet, keep right towards Interstate 480 to 14 Interstate 480 west, boat 14 west, Cleveland.
Yeah, so like I said, you shouldn't be leaving that stuff on the ground, man.
After 300 feet, keep right
newer drivers, if you're coming in and you're going to go buy a new microwave or a new TV or whatever it is you want to go buy, man, you shouldn't be out here buying this stuff and then leaving the trash on the ground or even in the baskets. You know, some drivers will go and buy a brand new microwave, you know, take the microwave out the box and then just leave their trash or the microwave box just in the basket and just push it on off to the side. You know, you can't be doing that because you're gonna ruin it for the next driver. Because you even got some Walmarts that they won't even let us pull up in a truck to go shopping, man. And I think that's sad because, you know, they get tired of having to clean up after another truck driver. I mean, look at it in their eyes, you know, how would you feel, grown person leaving their trash, you know, on the ground, whether it's a trash box, whether it's a, you know, a piss bottle, shit bag, whatever it is that you're doing, nobody wants to have to clean up after another grown person. So it's like, you have to do better, and in order for you to do better, or in order for the industry to be better, I mean, you have to do better. So yeah, man, y'all gotta watch that stuff. So I'm pulling up to this Walmart over here to my left. I'm already scoping out the scene. I seen like a good number of drivers all the way over here to the side. I actually read the reviews before I got here because it was 2 more Walmarts that I passed up to get to this one that I was initially wanting to stop at. But the reviews were saying that, you know, no overnight parking, no truck entry at all, meaning that I can't even pull in to go shopping, you know, for whatever reason. You know, I don't know what the guys did, but you know, I can't even pull in to go shopping. So what does it say? No truck entrance.
Take next left.
So it says no truck entrance. What am I supposed to do? I'm still gonna turn right here. Hopefully I don't mess up anything. Maybe I was supposed to have one around to the back. I don't know.
After
Just to find
600
out.
feet, turn left and then turn
But as
right.
if y'all can see off to my right over here,
Turn
we
left
got
and
drivers
turn
parked
right.
off over here. Like I said, I just need to go make some groceries. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have came this way, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. So if you come to Walmart's, man, you gotta try to park out of the way. You know. So me, I'm just gonna whip it around over
Now
here.
turn left and then turn right onto State
And, you
Route
know,
14.
park over here off to the side next to one of these other drivers. I'm gonna go run in, do my business on the inside as far as making me some groceries, and
Next
you know,
right,
we'll
then
go from
take
there.
next right.
But I mean, you know, if
Now
you're coming
turn
over here,
right
man, you
and
wanna
then
make sure you ain't hitting these
turn
poles,
right.
you ain't hitting nobody's cars, or none of that stuff. This Walmart looks pretty clean, and you know, we want to try to keep it that way. So yeah, I might have a little walk, but I mean, it's worth it because, you know, I'm gonna come over here, do what I need to do, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. Some of these guys, they may be, you know, they may be using the restrooms, maybe they just went inside these restrooms, maybe they went inside to go some shopping, or maybe they're here to take a 10. You know, I don't know. What they're doing is none of my business. But you know, we gotta try to keep this clean, man. And I think a lot of drivers, we don't speak on this enough. But yeah, man, you can't be out here messing it up for the next person. You know, I know a lot of people don't think like, oh man, you know, if I don't keep it clean, oh well, you know. Or the one thing people always say, oh, how do they know it's a truck driver is making a mess? You know, well, shit. I mean, it's all the way out here, they got cameras, you know, and I mean, it's kind of obvious. Now, I'm not saying everything is done by us, but god damn it, man, a lot of it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and run up in this Walmart. That's I guess I might bring you along, show you a couple stuff that I grab whenever I'm out on the road, and we'll go from there. All right, so we're actually continuing from another video, but once again, I'm back on another Walmart run. So my initial plan was to record that video, show y'all, you know, a little quick run through of the Walmart that I pretty much went through, and how we, you know, get back to the truck and keep it going. But it didn't work like that. I got a phone call and pretty much got sidetracked. You know, I got big VL right here. And I want to show y'all something real quick before I actually put my stuff up, of, you know, reasons why we get banned from Walmarts. And I read on Trucker Path that a lot of drivers come over here in this little cul-de-sac to come shopping. This particular Walmart don't allow trucking here. Truck drivers take a 10-hour break here, and reasons why is stuff like this. Guys are too lazy to actually put their baskets back, and they just throw them off to the side, you know. And I mean, hey, it is what it is, but that's laziness. You know, somebody's left their trash here. I don't know what this is, but I mean, I'm not finna rummage through it, but you know, you like somebody got an old carpet, somebody bought them a coffee pot. What is that? Some type of Groove or Google Drive or whatever. I mean, they just got baskets parked back here, man. That makes us look bad. Look like somebody got a red shirt or some underwear or something parked right there. You got trash along this gate. You know, I'm not saying we're the only ones that do that, but I mean, for the majority of the part, it is us, man. A lot of these drivers out here are messy. You know, they're not used to being on their own. Maybe they were sheltered their whole life, live with their parents. They get out here and they expect people to still clean up after them. So, yeah, man, I mean, I don't know where the nearest cart return. Looks like they got one somewhere between these two vehicles over here, if I can zoom in. They got a cart return over there. I have no problem returning my cart. You know, it doesn't cost me anything. It doesn't hurt me, you know, and I could use a little exercise, because I mean, since I've been driving, I put on about 50 pounds, which honestly I love it, but you know, I'm sometimes out of breath a lot more than I used to be. So yeah, a couple things I bought, and because I'm supposed to be going home next week, I didn't really just go shopping like I usually do, but got my honey buns, I got a loaf of bread because I already have sausage and hot dogs already in the truck. Stacked up on some utensils, plates and silverware. Gotta have my wings, man. My Anytizer wings. I got to have those, and you know, they in there. What else we got over here? Got some tea or some lemonade. Got my body wash. Funny story about the body wash, man. Every time I go take a shower at these Pilot and Flying J's, I always leave my shit there, man. And I don't know. I guess I'd be in such a rush to get up out the damn restroom. Man, I swear it's like every time I try to make a video, I get a phone call. So I'm gonna go ahead and return my basket. Like I said, you know, it literally don't cost me anything to do this. Just got lazy people out here, man, and it shows. You know, same thing when you get into a truck stop, you know, 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, and you got drivers too lazy to even go park in a parking spot, or even too lazy to go look for a parking spot, and they get in and start already making a parking spot. The whole back road be just empty, you know. So like this Walmart run, things we have to deal with when you're a truck driver. You know, whether you're OTR or regional, you know, you deal with stuff like this where you gotta, you know, you have a hard time actually making groceries and stuff, and that's what limits people to only going to eating food out of truck stops. Because when you try to go over here to these Walmarts, or I don't know where everybody else showers at, I mean shops at, but you know, you have these issues. Like I said, return it. Shit right there. Please return card here. It's not that hard. You still see my truck parked right over there. It's not that hard. But like I said, you know, you got lazy people out here, and they mess it up for the next person. So I done already put up majority of my stuff already, and finally got me a load. I am out here in Sykeston, Missouri, and we're getting ready to head to Cali, man. So once I make it to Cali, I would have officially driven all 48 states in an 18-wheeler. So in my opinion, that's a big accomplishment. And what it took, a little over a year. Like I said, I've been OTR since the end of February of last year. So it's now, what is this, April 23rd. So 15, 16 months almost. It took me to hit all 48 states. And once I hit all 48 states, man, probably by the time I come home and run for another month, shit, I'll probably just be running Texas or Louisiana, Arkansas. But we'll see when the time comes. But yeah, man, when y'all out here, think about the next person, man, because this right here is kind of ridiculous. Like I said, that's laziness. right here. You know, like I said, we can't put it all on us drivers, but goddamn, man, we gotta do better. Gotta set a better example. You know, so appreciate you guys for watching. Hey, like, share, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.